All right. Hi. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you. And I'm more than happy to have you. As a way of introduction, I am John Bosco, or JB, as my friends do call me. Today, I will be walking us through in terms of some controversies about Scrum and even about Scrum Masters. There are lots of critiques I have heard, read, listened to about what Scrum is and what Scrum is not, on how people mistake Scrum to be, or what people's opinions or thoughts about Scrum. So today, let's take a look at some of those controversies. So this video might be very short, but I hope that it can be very impactful and valuable to you. As always, so I'm going to pull up my board and then we can take a look at some of those controversies. Okay, I am going to pull up my board. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Okay, so some people have mistake Scrum to be different thing altogether. So let's take a look at some of those controversies or critiques that people must have given, and then we can get started. All right, so there are lots of controversies and critiques, so I summarize them into 5. For some people, they think that Scrum is all about meetings and meetings and meetings. Well, you might not be wrong to say Scrum is about meetings, but Scrum is not all about meetings. We have different meetings in Scrum. We have the daily stand up, sprint planning, sprint review, sprint retrospective, backlog refinement. Even some teams also use collaboration time, backlog review, and portfolio meetings, and other meetings. If you're not used to these terminologies, that's fine. But that is not all about Scrum. And for some people, they'll be asking, what does a Scrum Master really do on a day-to-day basis? Well, that is another topic for another time. I just wanted to highlight that Scrum is not all about meetings, but some part of Scrum is all about meetings. And those meetings are essential because they are the backbone of what happens in a sprint. Some people say Scrum doesn't work in our organization. Okay. In other words, Scrum is the silver bullet. Well, I would agree to a reasonable extent. There are times that Scrum might not be the answer to whatever problem or challenge that team members might have. And sometimes you might hear things like Scrum Ban, Scrum Lean, Scrum SP. What those essentially try to portray is there are times where some companies or even teams try to do a hybrid of Scrum and Kanban, Scrum and Lean, Scrum and SP. These are different agile frameworks, right? So Scrum mostly works in complex environments, right? That is when Scrum, could easily work. It doesn't mean that Scrum cannot or could not be used in any other environments. Team need more time to do coding, no meetings and speeches. I mean, we can also see that as a newly employed Scrum Master or even as a practicing Scrum Master, sometimes you might be with team members that say, we don't want to do Scrum by the book. We just want to adopt Scrum in such a way that it works for us. We just want to do daily stand-up, for example, every 2 days or every 3 days or even once a week. All right. What does that mean? It could mean that people don't want to get into meetings. They want to spend more time to do actual development work rather than meetings, right? People think that by being in meetings, it's going to take a whole lot of time. Scrum Master is a glorified babysitter. I mean, we could also, if you really understand what a babysitter is, someone who looks after, right? So, in other words, for people, they think like the Scrum Master doesn't really do a lot, right? But is that so? I have made a video before about the different hats a Scrum Master puts on. You are a coach, you are a facilitator, impediment remover, a leader, servant leader, you are a mentor, you are doing different things. So that really shows that the Scrum Master is not just a glorified babysitter. The Scrum Master is really doing a lot of work. It depends on the day, it depends on the circumstance, it depends on the product domain that the team is building on. And for some people, why would a Scrum Master be paid a lot of money while they are just literally doing little? The final thing I want to talk about is the story of chicken and pig, right? Chicken and pig, the ham and the egg. The chicken is involved, the pig is committed. For some people, they think that in a Scrum team, right, the development team, when I mean development team, like the developers are actually committed. They are the ones doing the actual development work. While the Scrum Master is involved, he's not so much committed. So how come the Scrum Master is paid a lot of money, but he's not really committed for that? But is that really true? Right? What is the story behind it? The story was once told. I mean, I'm just going to replicate the story, but I'm going to paraphrase it. That um, the chicken met the pig and said, "Hey, let's open a restaurant." And the pig was like, "Oh, that's a good idea. What do you want us to call it?" He says, "Ham and egg." And then the pig said, "Oh no, I don't want to get myself in that because I'm going to get committed while you're going to get involved." It shows how people are kind of involved, or how people are looped into a project, especially when it comes to Scrum. There are lots of other critiques or what people mistake Scrum to be, right? If your own opinion or your own what you critique is not listed here, or you think I haven't covered everything, which I know I must not have covered everything, please, I would encourage you to go to the comment section, let me know what the critiques are, and then we can be able to talk about it. All right, please help me to share this content, refer your friends about I Need Scrum Master. If you're looking for a place to get tutored or trained or enroll in a Scrum class, visit www.ineedscrummaster.com, and then you'll be trained for 6 weeks. And if you also gotten your certification but you're not sure on how to get into the job market, also visit ineedscrummaster.com, or you can email me via info@ineedscrummaster.com, or you can drop a comment section and we can schedule a time to meet and talk in detail. Thank you so much, as always, for always making our time to meet with me today. I am hoping that this short video becomes so impactful. If you find it so helpful, please click the like button, share it on your social media handles, tell your friends about I Need Scrum Master, and together we can Scrum together. Thank you so much. In the meantime, bye for now.